I be flowing, homie, I don't need a metronome. Where you going? Yo, I be going home. Showing all the love to those who came when I was broke. Now we living pretty comfortable, no? Oh, I suppose. Let's not get lost in the fix. Let me get back to my raps. After that, I'll take a nap. Wake up after like 5 minutes. Time's ticking your life. You missing it, it go by. When you be blinking your eyes. I think I seen them go by. Sometimes I'm confined when I'm writing some lines. Until the sunrise. Ain't giving up, guys. I only go onward. I only go onward. Cause I got hella treasures. Like I'm too in common. Y'all think less is better, cause you're too damn common. I seen desperate measures, like that soup and ramen. I invest my cheddar to improve my commas. What you know about this? What you know about that? What you know about him? I ain't calling back, I'ma try to jump. One day I'ma hit the rim. Felt like I was done for, but I ain't even begin. And I'ma keep going on, I hope you keep listening. I know you heard. I know you heard. Junior on the motherfucking beat. I don't really got no time to go to sleep. I've been working overnights making my beats. I get lost in all the lights inside my screen. Apologize, call it a night. Close my eyes and let me beat. This the kind of song that really make me feel myself. Looking in the mirror clearly, I have been through hell. I so badly wanna care about my health, so I light me up and let my head just start to melt. Feeling different now, the smoke has hit my dome. I gotta quit, but I feel so out of control. Addiction is a bitch, just know that bitch is getting old. I'ma come out winning, have it written on my stone. Getting my bag, flipping my raps, kicking it back. Ain't really been chilling in packs, feel a bit mad. Y'all have been missing the fact. I be the illest, I'm breaking my limits, just giving y'all something to listen to. Building my palace, I'm killing these rappers, and I'm feeling it, you an original.
Hello.
Hey.
How we doing, everybody?
How are we?
I'm Strawstone.
I'm Modest K.
This is StrawTalk
After Dark.
Ish
Today.
It's like kind of like, it's still kind of light out there, but we have an early interview today. We're just testing things out. We're excited about tonight.
Super excited.
Because we have Irja
The
Sexy Psycho.
The Sexy Psycho.
I think I got that name right. If you can hear us, slap us with them heart reacts. Tell us what's up. Say hi. Tell us what you're doing.
What's up, friends?
What's going on in Midwest hip hop?
Happy
today?
Wednesday. Happy hump day.
Who's dropping who's dropped that like hot shit that like we should know about? And why are we not tagged in more hot shit? Like, hey, Straw.
Tag us.
This is that hot shit.
Hot shit.
I'm a little hot. It's
confident?
also Double Edible Tuesday.
Double edible. It's Wednesday.
Yep.
Double edible Wednesday.
All day. We're excited to be here. We had an interesting episode last night. We had Danny O'Ryan, good friend of mine, former owner of the CBA Central Battle Association. And we also did our first live battle review, reaction, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I enjoyed that.
I did too. It was a lot of fun.
Shout out to iBattle and the Colt.
Shout out.
And Homeschool and Louie for letting us do that and letting some casuals tell us what the fuck we think.
Thanks.
That was nifty of you. We fuck with you guys.
Heavy.
Tell us how you're doing, though. Today's a good day. Today's all right.
It's been a pretty good day.
Yeah.
I got to dig in the dirt.
I got some work done. I worked by myself for a little bit. Tomorrow I have a nice long day. I also want to talk about that. Any painters, or if you know some painters.
We need some artists.
We need some artists. We talked about it a little bit. Or I talked about it on my Facebook. But I started this Adopt a Lawn program with my lawn company. And what we're doing is people are donating a small amount, and I'm like taking care of a person in need's lawn for like 20% of what it normally costs.
Right.
And
it's called the Nice Gnome Project.
Yeah, the Nice Gnome Project. And part of that is we're going to have gnomes that we're going to give to them to put in their yard, just like as a gesture of goodwill. Like I don't want to give anybody's we're keeping everything private on who they are, but it's people, who have had medical issues or who have lost their jobs, single moms, things like that. Mm-hmm. People that super appreciate it. And best of all, people that didn't ask. So we're just finding people to do that with. So we want to find some people that can paint these gnomes for us. We would love local artists to help us paint. We ordered some concrete gnomes that are completely blank, and
Yep.
we would love you to help decorate them.
Make them special.
Yeah.
Spread local art around our community.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing. It not only, you know, is a nice gesture for the people that are already receiving, you know, this gift of service, but also they get a piece of unique local art.
Yeah.
That's our goal anyway.
Yeah, so we only have the only way I can do it is to have I think I'm probably gonna end up with 6 to 10 total. We have 3 right now, but yeah, I'm just kind of taking it easy with it. I'm getting real busy from other things. Not to say I'm talking about my lawn business, but yeah,
that's big things going on for us.
But that's neat.
Yeah,
we also have big things changing and coming on here. We've alluded to it in the past, and by the way, shout out to all of you that are listening and watching. I see my mom's in here. That's nice. Mike Bodkin, Johnny Bliss, all of you. Andrew, we see you. Cicely,
Holly.
Jeff Ram. Hello, friends.
What's up?
But we have some big things coming, and we're actually going to be taking another little break on the last episode is going to be Saturday, and then we're not going to come back until I think Monday the 1st is what it is. So we're not coming back till June. We're taking a full week off to upgrade some equipment, to play with some new graphics and some sound effects, pre-made content and stuff to make this part of the show. The first 30 minutes we want it to be way more involved in the community, way more involved in Midwest music. We're going to do a better job of scouting music that's being released, come up with some reoccurring segments, because that's what we're here for. We like platforming our the interview, and that's great, but I would just love the first part to just be like a networking talk show that we get to use our creativity to draw everyone together. So that's what StrawTalk is evolving to. Yeah. And there's also some more big things coming. We are going to be combining, and Nice Enough is going to be starting like its own network of sorts. And we have our first couple shows that are joining us. I don't want to unveil who and what they are, but we're excited. It's we're going to bring some entertainment to you guys. Straw Talks are going to be about 3 to 4 days a week, and then we're going to have some other things coming from different artists and talent around us. So we're super excited about that. We can't wait to evolve with you guys, and we definitely think you're going to fuck with where we can go with this as we approach 50 episodes.
Yeah, super exciting. What's up, Andrew?
Yeah, it's let me just what up, Ricky Beauchart? What up? Shout out to the cult. We reviewed that battle yesterday, Ricky. You should check it out. Let me know what you think. We can do better.
Yeah, I think we learned a lot from our first time.
Ricky, we like to talk about things sometimes, stuff and things.
Talking about all kinds of things.
Stuff, things, all of that. But we've had Jay Irja waiting for us for quite a while. Yeah. We said we're starting at 8 and we'd call her like 8:20. It's not, like, it's later than that because we lie. And our kids are stubborn. And I gotta get my pre-show, like, if I don't have a bubble bath after the pre-production meeting, like, I'm just a mess. So we have to get that in. That's like not in the contract.
That's
or nothing.
Super important.
Yeah, let's go ahead let's call her and see what she's.
Should we call her or should we play?
Let's play the video. So
we're gonna play a video first. Let me get that loading first.
The video has gotta make it.
I gotta make it, featuring JLB, Hood, and Darian Saffron.
Something about Jay Irja, she goes by the Sexy Psycho. She has so many features with so many dope people, and like even at like you'll see when we call her, like she has like her dope like backdrop. Like when it comes to marketing and branding, I can't wait to pick her brain because I feel like this powerhouse really has to figure out.
Definitely.
And the stuff she raps about is really dope too. She's super about like women stepping it up and being represented in a powerful role. And as you know, we're kind of about that shit over here too. I have a lot of daughters.
Yes, we have lots of daughters.
It's ridiculous.
But yeah, so that's really consistent. And I really like how like, and you guys will see it too. All of her videos have this little like clip with her logo that like it's very cohesive, all of her with her branding.
Yeah, she's fire. Let's go ahead and watch this. Okay. What's it called?
This is called I Gotta Make It, featuring JL, B Hood, and Darian Saffron.
Sweet. Let us know.
From the bottom, they told me that I was crazy. When I said I wrote to be the best, with no debating. Mentor told me it'd be a hell of an undertaking if I came close to greatness, that it would be amazing. Hustle till I bled, I cannot be lazy. Nights I never slept, couldn't see my baby. Sacrificed morals, all with the money making. Turned my soul cold and made my family hate me. Turned back and refused to embrace me. Confided in a man, he told me that he would save me. Make me better, but just failed me to break me. Financially, rape me, gave him my life savings. He betrayed me, it was devastating. Left my heart aching, I was suffocating. Drowned in my morals and drinking and blunt blazing. I was left homeless, my heart vacant. Had to sleep in a resort while it was raining. Suicidal thoughts, contemplating. Eyes to the sky, wonder why I'm forsaken. Cry while I'm praying, God, just come and take me. In that moment, I finally awakened. I had to go hard to the storm, they couldn't faze me. Hate that gave me strength and then shaped me. A phoenix, a rose of ash from levitating. Now to see him persevere, I'm about to make it. Undercover haters, switching and masquerading. Got my digits together, my good graces. But I leave him hanging, put him on call waiting. Where I'm going, there ain't time for faking. The gamble I made, I lose and land in Hades. Soul I know it belong with taking shady. I earn my spot and will stop until I take it. I gotta make it. They hate down me and they praying I'm a flop. I gotta make it. Rather watch me fail than never see me get high. I gotta make it. But it made it this far, no doubt before I stop. I gotta make it. Ain't gotta play me, gotta make it to the top. I gotta make it. I gotta make it. I gotta make it. I gotta make it.
Way before a nigga had buzz, before I moved words like drugs, before I tapped into the plugs, I was on the corner with a thug.
Oh no. Well,
let's go ahead and give her a call.
We got her verse, so let's at least give her a call now.
You guys should go check out that video and show some love. Give it a little heart. Follow her music.
All right, here we go.
Let's call her. This has got to be part of our intro song that we're gonna do.
I definitely agree. Hello.
Yo.
What's up?
What up?
How you doing?
Shit. Just packing, getting ready and all that. I gotta fly out to Chicago tomorrow, but they put my shoes back on so I look presentable.
You ain't gotta do that for us.
Yeah, well, I like these damn shoes. Fuck it. There we go. Now I can chill in comfort without you guys seeing my weird fishnet toe things I have on.
I'm intrigued. But
you see my dogs going crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, puppy.
Say hi. My name's Lucky Luciano. I'm amazing. I'm doing really good, actually. I just did a live performance. Well, I recorded a performance. They're going to be doing it for Coachella. Haha, I know, funny, right? Coachella. It's presented by my sponsors, The Plugs. I have them in my ear right now. I'm actually talking to you on them. All the audio is streaming through there. So they're ear pods. They're super dope. Those are my sponsors right now. They're pretty excited about it. Pretty big deal. So awesome. Yeah, just performed that. Gonna do this interview, then I'm gonna try and get like a couple hours of sleep after I finish packing because I have to fly to Chicago because I have a music video to shoot and a photo shoot tomorrow up there, and then I turn around and I got like stuff back down here. You know, I'm always busy, so.
Man, it don't sound like any of this shutdown is slowing you down at all. You sound like
I think it. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I have like ADHD and I like motor through shit because I lived in Chicago so long. It's like if you don't talk fast with the Midwest, you ain't going. You know what I mean? Like shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, facts for real. So it really did at first for quite a while. Like they were shutting down planes. They kept canceling. I mean, as it is, like 3 of my flights got canceled. It was a fucking lot, man. But I'm just, I'm blessed. I'm thankful that I stayed busy the whole time. I've been starting to teach myself Spanish, like actually, like really teach myself Spanish during this lockdown, taking courses on that. Just doing a lot of things to expand myself, like not only my brand, but like everything in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, so I mean, but still staying busy on the music, still doing photo shoots, still, going up and doing this music video and stuff. It's just, I got really depressed at first. I'm like, damn, I was supposed to be in California. I was supposed to go to E40 Studio. There was a lot of shit that got fucked up for me during the lockdown. And it's depressing, especially, at my point, because like I worked so hard to gain the momentum. I mean, it's no secret. There's a lot of sexism in the industry, right? Women are the minority, and especially white women in the hip hop industry, we are a minority, period. Like, I don't care how you cut the cake. That's how the fuck it is. That's reality, okay? So for me to finally gain that traction that I was gaining and really getting around these people and getting these bookings, and then just to have it all shut down on me when I didn't do anything wrong. Like I finally got the momentum going, and it's just like, fuck, because momentum's everything in this industry. But, just like on par with my brand, I was just like, like, I can't keep letting this get me down. Yeah, I was very depressed at first. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was fucking pissed.
We can relate.
Depressed, pissed, fucking, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this stop me. I'm just gonna, I'm going to need to do what I need to do, which I've been through way fucking worse, dude. So, I mean...
Why don't you tell us who you are a little bit, like, as an artist, just to assume somebody's on here that's never met you before. If you can, like, briefly explain yourself, like, what represents you as an artist? Why should they listen to your music?
So, me as an artist is me as a person. They're the same thing. I'm not... There's literally zero anything fabricated about me as an artist. I literally, what I did when I've been doing music since I was born, first of all, like literally, like my first memory is me on stage with a microphone. I taught myself how to read and write music. I taught myself how to play the flute. I don't know if anyone has any, experience with woodwind instruments. That's that's one of the hardest instruments to play in the entire world, literally. I was a published poet. I've gotten literally, I think, like 30 awards for like music. So yeah, I mean, everything, my whole life has been music, and the reason I really started, really going into like rapping and things like that is because it was a natural progression for me. But once I started really taking it serious, like seriously recording, I was like, people need to hear this message. People need to hear this story because it just went through way too much, and there was nothing I could relate to. Do you know what I mean? Like, there was no female artist out that I could fucking relate to. I'm like, no, you don't get it. You're not. And like, having been in the sex industry and having been things like that, I can't relate to people like Cardi B and stuff like that. That's not who I am. It's all good for her, good for you grinding and whatever the case may be. But no two women are the same. No two strippers are the same. No two soccer moms are the same. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be.
Definitely.
But there was nobody even in my lane or my genre that I felt. And I'm like, well, I got to do it because, part of the reason I stayed in my abusive relationship so long is because I didn't have anybody, or even anything to listen to, or anything that I thought I was alone. I thought nobody had ever went through those experiences before, and maybe they didn't to that depth, but people have been through abuse. But just really starting talking about it, having a dialogue, like just because I'm hot and I've got big tits and whatever, doesn't mean I can't spit. So me as an artist, who am I? I'm about female empowerment. I'm about supporting the independent. I'm about bringing back real lyrics. I'm about, I wouldn't say fuck the industry because I'm not, but I'm definitely for independence. You know what I'm saying? And if you are going to sign, keeping creative control. There's nothing wrong with being an entertainer. That's what Cardi B is, an entertainer. People like that are entertainers. They're not rappers. They're not MCs. And there's a big fucking difference. Me, I'm a rapper. I'm a fucking MC, and I'm an entertainer. I'm all of those things, which a lot of artists are not these days. That's just reality. You know, they might be able to spit, but they can't put on a stage performance. They might, you know, like all of these things. So just me, my brand, I am the Sexy Psycho. My brand is Sexy Psycho, and it's all cohesive. It's all fucking me. It's all real. Either you're going to love me, or you're going to fucking hate me, or you're going to hate to love me. I mean, that's just what it is.
I love that. Yeah. I love that you're so transparent about, you know, and like how you're taking control and of your, you know, of your own destiny and not allowing, you know, someone else to be in control of you. I think that's very important message to spread to women, because there are so many that are there are so many out there that are stuck and trapped, or they think they are, and they just need someone to tell them that it doesn't have to be that way.
Of course, yeah. You know, I mean, like I said, when I was very young, I was picked and pulled and brainwashed by, you know, by a pimp. And it was one of the hardest things I ever went through in my life, just this off and on, tumultuous, you know, brainwashing and bullshit and abuse, you know, on so many different levels. Like, to the point where I thought I was bad and dirty because I wanted independence, you know, and a lot of women go through that in the industry. And nobody ever even realized what I was going through, you know? And so I think you're right. A lot of women, you know, they feel trapped, and some of them really are. Like, I really was. Like, by the time I figured out what was really going on, by the time I started waking up, you know, my manager had control of everything. And it was like, he's like, you're either with me and you're going to do everything the fuck I say for the rest of your life, or I'm going to take your music, I'm going to take your videos, I'm going to take all your songs, I'm going to, you know, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm out of here, man. Like, I had to. It was like either kill myself or kill him or leave, you know, and I decided to leave. And I'm not going to lie, it was the hardest thing I ever did in my life, because like, I went through so much more after that. The sad part about being in the industry is, especially as a female, especially as an attractive female, men are always going to try and exploit you. They're always going to, and I'm not saying every single man, but in general, yes, that's how it works, especially the higher ups. They're going to try to exploit you. They're going to try and gain dominion over you because you are a woman. They think you're a lesser species, or whatever the fucking case may be. But I went through a lot of it, dude. Like, I got robbed multiple times. I was homeless multiple times. Man, it's just so much, man. And I just don't want to see other women have to go through that. I think it's fucking stupid. And I'm not saying, like, all the talent I have in a cocky way, but man, I've got a lot of fucking talent, bro. Like, and there's no reason I should have had to be knocked down this many fucking times and be exploited this many times and robbed this many times, you know what I'm saying, to even get to this platform and this level. It's fucking wrong, man. Like, and I don't want to see other women have to go through that in any walk of life. You know, not just the entertainment industry, but good God. Definitely. You know, it's just a lot. So, anyways, I'll go on that tirade for fucking ever. So cut me off. I will go on that fucking tirade for, like, life. Dude, like, seriously, that's my whole life.
We love to let people talk, and especially when someone's passionate, that means there's realness to it, and we appreciate your transparency too, and we love that energy.
For sure.
We look at me talking.
Thank you.
Got me
You're speaking for me.
Damn it, my bad. Like,
my bad.
Goddamn, got me over here thinking about shit. Like, oh no.
Oh yeah, dude. It's like that's why I don't like to get too deep, because then I'll start being like, man, people will be like, I'm so sorry. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It happened. It happened. You know, like, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, you know, at one point, like, one of my abusers actually kept me in a dog cage, like a literal slave. You know, so, and that's really hard for me too, because. And, you know, I don't want to get too much on, like, the racism topic, but, you know, people will talk about, oh, you're a white girl, you know nothing about slavery, you're a white girl, you don't know about this. I'm like, bro, I was literally kept in a dog cage and literally whipped. So don't fucking tell me I don't know what it's like to be a slave, and don't fucking tell me that I never went through shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's very difficult, because people do judge me by my gender, and they judge me by the color of my skin, but, man, it's some wild shit I went through. Like, sometimes I don't even know how I'm alive, man. Like, literally. But anyways, I'm here. That's all the fuck that matters, right?
Yeah.
What we're gonna do? We're gonna start loading My Remedy. It's gonna cover your screen just while we load.
Also, you won't be able to hear it when we do play it, but
you'll know when we're back after we played it. But and then Kayla's got a couple questions for you.
Okay, yeah. Let's not be talking depressing shit.
All right.
Or we can, whatever.
Let's just get this loaded. Oh, it's so slow.
Oh shit, yeah. Wi-Fi is only good when it works, man.
Yeah. Oh, we just wanted to load it. Anyway, so while we're waiting for that to load, who would you say is your biggest inspiration? Or like who do you want? I know that you've had like a lot of really big name features. Who's like your ultimate feature? Who's like the catch you haven't gotten yet that you'd really love to?
Oh, Tech Nine or Eminem. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Like Tech Nine and Eminem, hopefully. That would be on the same track would be dope as fuck. I mean, I've gotten some really dope features that I'm really excited about, like the Twista and Ritz. Those were two really big ones on my bucket list, man, and that was really big for me. The Twista, just having Twista be in the studio with me was that was wild, because I lived in Chicago off and on 11 years, and people used to laugh at me. They're like, oh, that's a pipe dream. You're never going to have a fucking song with Twista. You're fucking crazy, blah, blah, blah. And, like, just that moment, like, that was a moment for me. Like, I work really hard and just work straight through and not think. And, you know what I'm saying? I kind of put myself in robot mode. And, like, that was a moment where I really got out of robot mode. I was like, oh, my God, I'm in the studio with Twista. I did it. Like, I did it. Like, that was a milestone for me that was just so fucking huge. Like, I was just like, that should have me on, like cloud nine, man. Like, I promise.
Definitely. No, I feel like I totally would be on that same level.
Yeah, like, it's crazy. Like, man, like, just like, I literally grinded for this shit I started rapping 15 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So writing songs 20 years ago, well, more than that, 25 years ago, you know, like, it's crazy. Like, it's just like, I know when I make it, like, it's going to be big because I put in too much work, you know, the game owes me. So
for sure.
Just excited to be here. I'm blessed and humble still. I'm very humble. I'm very blessed. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah,
I appreciate it, man.
Here's My Remedy.
All right, we're going to go ahead and
by
play
Irja The Sexy Psycho.
Here we go.
Crazy. I gotta keep pushing, I gotta get stronger, a little bit further, a little bit longer. This setback won't be the end of me. Feel this music become my remedy.
Everything's testing me, it won't get the best of me. This can't be the end of me, I know this is my destiny.
This music is my remedy.
Everything's testing me, it won't get the best of me. This can't be the end of me, I know this is my destiny.
This music is my remedy.
I've been through so much, enough to make a grown man go nuts, and so enough it had that effect. I'm living in a nightmare inside my head. Every word they said replaying, taunting me, say I'd never make it. Criticize, spread lies, berate me. Haters doing their best to break me down. Gotta get back up, getting stabbed in the back every time I show love. Laugh in my face when I'm down on my luck, feeling broken inside, but I gotta act tough. Man, it was rough finding out all my friends were hating, smiling in my face with fake congratulations, man, I'm saying. Ain't no wonder I don't trust nobody. I've been used and abused and it shows. I've been wearing my heart on my sleeve, pouring out my story and my flows. Been broke, but that's how the game goes. But I'm praying I flop, but I won't. Through my depths and my lows, some of my lows. Music is my remedy, and I know.
I gotta keep pushing, I gotta get stronger a little bit.
All right.
We almost
Oh,
got
are we
through
back?
We almost got through it before the internet took over, but
We told you this is the week before the upgrade.
I know
so.
we're about to upgrade.
Oh shit!
Every time it like stops or we have a problem, like, oh, how straw talk of that not to play all the way through.
Straw talk.
You want to tell us a little bit about My Remedy? By the way, I love that song. We listened through all like your whole catalog twice earlier. So
Really, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
So tell us a little about My Remedy, and then maybe tell us a little bit about your writing style, you know, and how it relates to that song and all songs.
So My Remedy, it's just like, you know, it's just like I told you. You know, I grew up really poor, and I didn't have shit, and music was the one thing that I had that nobody could take from me. You know, they could take my food, they could, you know, not have food sometimes, or, you know, not have the clothes or whatever, you know. They could make fun of me, but they could never take my talent. They could never take my music. They could never take my voice, you know, and music became my remedy, like literally, like, you know, if you listen to that hook, this setback won't be the end of me. I feel this music become my remedy. Like, that's literally like the theme to my life. Like, because I just got, like, I swear, like, even talking about my past is like fucking watching a goddamn movie, because it's like the shit I went through is just like so intense, you know. And music was always there. Like, that was the one thing, like, no matter what, like, I would, like, you asked me my dream collab, like, it would be Tech Nine and Eminem. And you know, Tech Nine, I used to listen to his song Low in the shower. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shower was the one place that, you know, I could lock the door and not be attacked, basically. And I would lock the door and put that song on, and I felt like that was life-saving for me. You know, music was my remedy as an outlet, and it was my remedy as a listener, as a fan, as a digester. You know, like Eminem and Tech Nine literally, like, they definitely saved my life, you know, in multiple times, because, you know, just the level of shit I went through, like, I felt like nobody would ever understand, and they were the closest thing that I could, you know, relate to, like the anger, the pain, the transparency, you know. And that's part of what, you know, inspired me, that I could be that transparent in my music. So yeah, I mean, My Remedy, I mean, it just sums it up in a nutshell, really. Just my life.
Yeah. Well, I really love the concept, and I can definitely appreciate that. There's a lot of women out there that are obviously having a really hard time, as we've talked about before, so I can really appreciate that. Maybe you're kind of stepping in, how maybe Eminem and Tech used to step in for you. Maybe you can return that favor and be that for someone else, and that's really neat. So awesome. Kudos.
And I know there's a lot of talk out there, especially with you know, a lot of the world being on lockdown, people losing their jobs, couples, you know, being more in the household together.
Sweetie.
I just want people to feel like, you know, if they ever needed to reach out to Kayla or myself, whoever they're comfortable, you know, if you felt like you were kind of trapped and you didn't have anybody to talk to, we're here. You know, we definitely we love our community, we love the Midwest, and we love anybody, you know, that likes to do cool shit. So you should never feel alone.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, definitely, and that's dope of you guys to do that. I also try and be there for my fans as much as, and not fans, but, you know, my listeners, because they're not fans, they're family, you know, as my listeners as much as possible. And I know a lot of times people, you know, reach out, and I try and answer everybody back, but it's literally impossible for me to answer everybody back all the time. But I really do my best to answer back. But that's why I make these songs, so that if you can't reach somebody, you know, you could at least put on that music. And like you said, I mean, I'm really humbled that you even said that stuff about me being for women. Like, Tech Nine and Eminem were for me, because that's like the whole reason I do it. Like, literally the entire reason I do music is for, you know, when, and I it literally brings me to tears sometimes when people like message me and they're like, dude, you saved my life, you know, like I was really feeling suicidal, and you know, I put this song on, I played it 38 times, and I feel better. Like, man, that shit is like the more reward than any record deal or any money you could get. Like, it's just like I'm so humbled. I'm like, I feel like a servant to my listeners sometimes. Like, just like the amazing, it's just so humbling. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, the feeling is just like, wow. Like, it's therapy for me, it's therapy for you. It's just all around good vibes, man.
That's awesome. That's really neat.
Fucking exciting.
Get to experience that. I hope I get to experience
Crazy.
that sometime.
Fucking mind blowing, man.
Yeah.
So
It's mind blowing, but
so while we load Survivor, so it's gonna cover you up again. But I want to ask you, like, so I love, you don't really know much about like us and Nice Enough, but I help manage a bunch of artists. We promote a bunch of shows here in the Midwest, but I love marketing and branding, and like I love seeing like somebody who could like has a lot of skill, but then being able to be like, but if you just did it this way, you might actually get this like amount of listeners. You know, like it's fun for me to, and so like as we started digging into your stuff, I noticed your branding is just fucking on point. It's cohesive. The way your logos are on your video. Where like me and Kayla, like she comes from marketing as well. So like we're just like, oh yeah, we gotta like have her drop some game when it comes to branding and like marketing yourself for success. Letting those efforts fucking matter. Because I can tell that you put every little bit of effort in places that you know is gonna have some return for you as an artist.
thank you. I appreciate you saying that, because like I think people that aren't like at the level of expertise that you guys are in understanding, you know what I mean? Like, it just goes over their head how time consuming like actually making a brand is. Like, you know, when people are like, oh, help me with my brand, I'm like, bro, that's gonna be hours and hours and days and weeks and months, you know, like, you know, everything from colors, all your color schemes have to match, all of your logos have to make sense. Like even on my logo, like the blood spatter. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't know if you noticed that. Sexy, Psycho, 2 totally different fonts, the blood spatter. It's all, everything has a meaning, everything has a purpose. What does Sexy Psycho mean? You have to have a mission statement. Everything you do has to be cohesive with that mission statement. You can't stray from that. Everything is about your target market, your audience. Who are you talking to? Who are you? You know what I mean? Like, and you get that. And for you to say that, I really appreciate that, because I really have put countless, I can't even count, I would say thousands, but it's probably, oh my god, it's, I mean, I couldn't even count the amount of hours and dollars and blood and tears I put into this shit, and you know what I mean? So just thank you for saying that. I appreciate that, man.
Do you have like I'm sorry, it's double edible Wednesday.
Nice.
As I said earlier, I'm like, Now I forgot what the fuck I was going to say.
Oh no!
You pulled the J area.
I pulled a Strawstone. Everyone here knows that. So damn it, it was definitely about marketing. Damn it, I honestly can't remember. I knew I was so excited about it.
Oh no!
Damn it, Strawstone, you're the worst.
It'll come.
Why don't we go ahead and play the video, and I'm gonna remember during the video, and then I'll ask you afterwards.
It'll come to you. It'll come to you.
Thank you for believing in me.
All right, let's play it, and then it'll hopefully be back.
All right, this song is called Survivor.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oops. There we go.
I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I'm a survivor.
song for you to turn it on when you get down and out. As a reminder to keep your head up and fix your crown. If no one told you today, gotta say I'm really proud of you for staying strong. When everything is going south, I just wanna put a smile on your face when I'm around. So when my words come through your speakers, make sure that you play them loud. I know you faced a drought, been down for many years. Take the past and turn it round. Wipe away all your tears, put a smile in your mouth. Open your eyes and ears, go erase all of your doubts. Look up and face your fears. You've been beaten black and blue, just know you don't deserve it. Life was lying, so was he when he tried to say that you're worthless. I know that it's confusing, been hard to find your purpose. Just remember this, it ain't over till they close the curtains. I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it. 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 I'm gonna make it.
If you're fucking with that visual in that song Survivor, and our girl Irja The Sexy Psycho, slap them heart reacts. We're collecting them, you know?
Yeah, we collect hearts.
We split all heart reacts with the artists that are on the show equally. So, we're not out here trying to get everyone's heart reacts for nothing.
Nice.
We love that
We
song.
are nice. That's
Thank
our name.
you.
It's
So you believed in me, and guess what? I fucking remembered the
he
question.
remembered.
Yay! Okay,
See?
now it's quick. Hurry before
Okay.
you forget again.
I was gonna ask, like, do you have, like, when it comes to, like, your marketing and, like, your graphics and all the things that you're pumping out to, like, your different social medias, do you have a team that helps you, or do you do a lot of it yourself? Do you have, like, a go-to ace in the hole? Like, how do you, like, make that happen? I mean, you're sitting right in front of a dope ass Sexy Psycho fucking banner. Like, are you doing all that, like, by yourself?
So everything branded from the ground up is like, it's my direction. So I'm the executive producer on everything. I'm the one that's like, hey, this is how I want it done. This is how I want it to look. I do all of my outfits for my video shoot. I do, like, and it has to be obviously cohesive, you know, like for this is for that picture was for my Breaking Barriers tour. I've got the sledgehammer, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to construction work, you know, it all has to be cohesive. And so I'm the driving force behind it. I'm obviously the brain, the engine behind it, but just like a car, you know, the engine is not the only thing that makes it run.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So of course I've got other people that, part of being a good boss or a leader or a founder or a CEO or whatever you want to call it, it's all the same thing.
Talk that boss shit.
Yeah, it's all, and I'm going to, you know, because this is important for other people to understand.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
all about, you know, if you're an independent artist and you want to be a boss and you want to be this, you want to be that, well, the first thing you're going to have to learn is how to delegate. You know what I'm saying? You can think of all these amazing things, the best you can think in the entire world. There's no way that you're going to be able to do all of it, because if you're really going to really do what you need to do in this industry, there's not enough time in a day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very hands-on and everything, but I do have certain people, you know, that help me with certain things. My guy, Sean, he does, like, I told him how I wanted the banner to look. He got it done. My guy, Tom, has helped me with a lot of graphics. I'm like, this is how I want this to look. He got it done, you know, and he'll send me revisions. Like, I'll draw a crude drawing, like, hey, this is what I need. Boom, do it like this. He gets it. He flips it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have the time to physically do it myself. But, I mean, I've worked with these people so much that they're starting to really learn how, you know what I'm saying? I like things done. Just like Kenny, you know, I told him the direction. Kenny's really been my backbone, you know. I told him the direction I wanted to go in some years ago. So, and when we finally came together and really made the decision to, hey, you're going to be my manager, I'm going to be your artist, and we're going to get this shit done. I told him exactly what I wanted, exactly how I wanted Sexy Psycho to be, and he started aligning me in the places I needed to go, the people I needed to collab with. Like, Kenny's made a lot of things happen for me that, you know, he's been almost like a guardian angel for me, because it's like he lets me, you know, it's sad to say it, but in this industry, you know, he lets me do me, you know what I'm saying? But he still protects me. Mm-hmm. He still, he links me up with the right people, but is never overbearing on me. You know, he's never like, he's very much about female empowerment too, which is very rare to find, a manager in this industry, especially at this level, you know, that I'm starting to get to, where they aren't trying to be like, hey, you have to sign this and we're going to take this and we're going to do that, you know, or try and push my creativity one way or the other. He's like, no, you do you, and I'm here to support, you know, and do whatever you need me to do. I have an assistant. I'm flying up to Chicago tomorrow, like I said, like early in the morning, and my assistant's going to have everything ready for my photo shoot, everything ready for my video shoot. I sent him the song. I told him kind of how we want to do it. You know, I've been fucking with him for 13 years. Oh, wow. One of my biggest sponsors. I've been fucking with him for 9 years. Wow. Shout out Cindy Lou, who, if you're watching, it's his code name, because, you know, he's an angel investor, so he doesn't want people to know who he is. But, you know, like one of the models that's coming to do the video tomorrow, Miss Classic, she's very dope, out of Milwaukee. I've been fucking with her for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, these are people... Yeah, I fuck with people. I genuinely show love to people, you know, but certain people you just can't show love to, and you got to cut them off. So, you know, like we were talk that boss shit, you know, part of it is about, hey, yeah, we have to show love, but we also have to be firm too. You can't just be a fucking pushover. You know, it's just not going to work. Yeah,
that's a big
absolutely.
thing with me. We got to have the same goals. We don't got to be best friends. We don't got to get along. We don't even have to communicate the same way. We can learn that shit, but we got to treat each other decent, and we got to have the same goals. I'm all about matching energy when it comes to that shit. So whether you're an artist that I manage, or if you're somebody who I meet, you know, on the outside of things, you know, that energy is going to be matched. If you bring that winning attitude and a solution-oriented like way of moving, I mean, there's artists that love coming back and fucking with us in the Midwest, you know, and it's because I love the boring things. I love being the person to empower the artist and take away a lot of that fuckery that you talk of people taking advantage of artists, especially female artists.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Oh, yeah. It happens all the time. And then, you know, there's also people that think they're entitled. I mean, it goes both ways. So I'm not going to say all, and I don't promote all females, because not all females are aligned with, you know, the mentality. It's just reality. Mm-hmm. Female empowerment doesn't mean, female empowerment is about equality. It's about us having equality. No, I'm not going to, you know, I have a lot of people, not a lot, I've had a few people be like, oh, you should do a song with this person because she's a female. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? You haven't put in the work. You don't have the resume. Right. You know what I'm saying? We have to have equality. That's what I'm pushing for, equality. I don't want no favors. I don't want no handicap because I'm a female, because at the end of the day, you're going to know I earned that shit. You feel me? Right. And which I think everybody else should earn their shit too. I don't give no fucking handouts anymore. I managed a couple female artists and a couple female models that I did a lot for, like changed their life, and they turned around and fucked me. Every single last one of them. I'm talking like homeless. I gave them their name. I gave them their design. I gave them all their merch, everything. And all I asked was for loyalty, and they literally tried to demolish my brand out of jealousy. You know, so no, I don't fuck with every female, but what I do know is that the females that are doing the right thing and grinding hard and shit like that, there's no reason we shouldn't have the same chance as a man. The same chance. I'm not asking for more, but I'm definitely not asking for less. We need to have an equal chance, an equal fucking opportunity, because it's sexist to say, I'm against sexism, period. I'm against racism, period. Okay? Like, sexism or racism, not fucking okay to me. All right? I don't think you should treat me any different because I'm a woman than you would treat a fucking man. I don't want you treating a black person any different than you treat a white person or a Chinese person or a Mexican person. We should all be fucking equal.
Right.
People need to stop fucking asking for handicaps and stop being like, oh, because I'm this should happen. Because I'm that should happen. No. Let's all stop fucking looking at gender and race and religion and everything else that's like, you know what I'm saying? That people look at as this dividing factor, and let's have some fucking unity, man. Yeah. Like, let's all be equal. Stop being fucking ignorant, because none of us are, man, none of us are perfect.
Count. I get it. You know what
Thank
I mean?
you.
Be
That's
consistent, let the work count. I get what you're saying, for sure.
Definitely.
Right. Hey, boys, lay down.
So why don't you
My dogs are going wild. Cat, Kenny, can you come get Cat?
Why don't you tell us what you have coming up, and maybe any shout-outs that you have, and just maybe plug your where to find your music. He needs to go to the bathroom.
Again? Take him out. No, let's pick him up and take him out. Sorry, my dog has to go potty. He's going pee now, babe. Like, he's got to go. Sorry, my dog has Cushington's disease, and he's got to pee all the time. His adrenal glands are going crazy, but we're, like, trying to, like, you know, it's hard. He's going through the last stages, so, yeah. Anyway, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Real life shit. Real life shit. The dog.
We got kids
and
dogs.
on the furniture and shit. There it goes. Anyways, so what were you saying? My bad, man.
Oh, you're good. I was just gonna say, why don't you go ahead and plug like anything that you have coming up that we should watch from you, and also remind us where to find your music, and just kind of do a little send off.
Woo! Yeah. So everything's on thesexypsycho.com. That's my website. The Sexy Psycho, just like it sounds. All my links are there. We've got some really exciting shit coming up. The Sexy Psycho Volume 2 is going to be even more badass than the first one. We've got big names, Twista, Rick, Gorilla Zoe, Cassie, the JL and Darian song. So, yeah, the Sexy Psycho Volume 2 is going to be lit. I've got just so much stuff coming up, man. Some of it I don't even want to talk about it, because right when I started talking about the California tour and shit, I was supposed to go on, we went into lockdown, so I'm not gonna jinx myself again, but let's just put it this way: there's a bunch of dope shit coming up. Oh, Little White video. So man, we got a lot of stuff, and those are already done. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we have done, and we're still stockpiling. We've been recording, doing some work with Extra Overdose. He's hella dope in the underground scene, if you guys don't know him. So yeah, I've just got a lot of things coming up. Just super blessed, super humble, super thankful. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry I'm so like laid back. I'm usually more in your face, but I was just like performing for the last like 2.5 hours, so I'm like, good. Yeah, and always expect more merch, always expect, you know what I'm saying? Anything I've got on, you can get on the website. My dog tags, my hat, my shirt, like everything I wear is Sexy Psycho, basically, like all the time.
Awesome.
So, bracelets, whatever. Yeah, but thank you guys for having me. You guys are awesome. You guys are doing your thing. I appreciate that. Yeah, so where in the Midwest are you guys located anyways?
Omaha.
We're in Omaha, Nebraska.
Very cool. Yeah. Aha. Okay.
Right,
I knew it was the Midwest. That's lit. Hell yeah, I need to get out there for sure. But I know you guys are linked up with my manager and shit now, right?
I don't know if we are, but I do need to talk
Kinfolk the Plug.
What's his name?
Kinfolk the Plug. Kenny Adams.
I'm gonna make sure I am. I want to talk to this guy. He's doing something right.
Oh no, he knows a lot of people. I was like, holy fuck. Like, okay, one story about him before we go. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna use this for an example. His friends really out here didn't know who he was, really. So I met him. He hit me up online. He's like, your Golden Ghost video is dope. He's like, who are your inspirations? I'm like, Eminem and Tech Nine. This has been the same forever. And he's like, hey, you want to meet Tech Nine? I was like, fuck yeah. He's like, okay, well, fly down and I'm going to take you to meet him. And 2 days later, I flew down and he took me to meet Tech Nine. Like, that was 2 days after I fucking met him. He's like, yeah, I've known him for years. I was like, what the fuck?
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So, that was crazy. Yeah, that was wild. Like, another example, like, the first time he really, really took me out on a date, like, because he's my manager, but, like, we kind of grew into having a relationship over time. It's kind of hard not to. It's kind of like a marriage when you have this kind of thing. It's crazy, but
I got tricked too. I get it.
He's also my manager.
Damn it. Yeah, there you go. So you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes everyone says don't mix business with pleasure, but man, if you guys are on the same page, it's way better. It's way better. I mean, so I know, trust me, it's ups and downs, but yeah. And it can be crazy, but you know, whatever, fuck it, roller coaster of life. Anyway, so the first time he took me out on a date, like really took me out on a date, he's like, yeah, we're going to go to this concert. We're going to go on a date. I'm like, okay, cool. We drove to the back of Gas Monkey Live. It's a huge venue. Shout out to Gas Monkey Live. I love you guys. So drove to the back of Gas Monkey Live, and he's like, just let me call my guy to open the door. And he's like, hey, G, come open the door. And walk up to the door, and here's fucking Genuine. Hey. He's like, oh yeah, that's like my brother. I was like, what? I knew for like 11 years, man. I was like, you just like called Genuine and had him open the fucking back door to the green room for you?
That's crazy.
Like it is. It's crazy. Like I just sometimes like, and so like, that's what's wild to me. And nobody around here even fucking knew, like, to the level of people he knew, because he's just so humble, very good guy. I would highly suggest everyone follows him. Sometimes his grammar isn't the best, but hey, you know, can't have it all.
I actually met Genuine once also.
Really?
Yeah.
He's super dope.
I used to, it was in a professional way, though. I used to work for Northwest Airlines when they were still a thing.
Ah.
And he checked in Omaha once. Checked and flew out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a super cool dude. He's super cool to kick it with, like just like random, like just chilling. Like he's just a down to earth person.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I love his vibe is very, very cool. That was just like a story about Kenny, and I thought you might want to hear, because that's like just an example of him. Like, oh, that's not that big of a deal.
We love it.
Cool. Yeah. I was like,
we're all about pushing, like putting our friends up. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely.
Big up the people around you. That's dope as fuck. So,
yeah.
Shout out to Kenny. Shout out to you. Thank you for being such a great guest and being generous with your time as we tried to get our baby down. And I had to finish my bubble bath and all those very important things. You know.
I totally understand. The rubber ducks will not wait.
You feel me?
I get it. Trust me.
You have a great night. Thank you for
so
coming.
much. Have a good night.
Thank you. Peace out.
All right. That was the Sexy Psycho.
There she was.
Great interview.
Yes.
Great gal.
She's super awesome.
She's killing shit. She's on that boss shit. I love it.
She definitely is.
She's dropping some game. So if you're on YouTube right now, click that subscribe button. If you're live with us, smash the heart. We appreciate you guys.
Thanks for hanging out tonight. We're going to see you tomorrow.
Yep. Our outro, per usual, is C10 Tucson. Tomorrow we have Bobo the Bread Boy.
Bobo.
Friday we have Grown Kids, I think, unless they have to reschedule again.
But Saturday we have Origami.
And then Saturday we have Origami. Yay. And then after that we're taking like a break until June, when we come back with a bunch of new fun things and a new schedule under the new Nice Enough Network, the Nice Network, eh?
I'm super excited.
Hey.
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 All right.
We appreciate you guys.
Peace out, guys.
We've been working hard, harder than we ever have, and that's the part of where we started, trying to make the better half, the charge to who we are, and in the second that we stepping back, we'll step the fuck off and try to light up with another match. But I don't think we'll lose the spark, I think it kindles deeper, smolder to the shards of light come creeping through the ether. Don't you cut me deep, I know you know that I'm a bleeder. You notice what I need and don't deceive me when I see ya. You're fucking unique, embedded deeply in my head. Your presence like a peak, a piece I eat of Grateful Dead. Yeah, this a fucking cute song, I should be in Tucson. Add this shit up on the fucking playlist in the Q song, yeah. This that what we bout to do song. We know the move, the ocean's moon, that lovey-dovey groove song. That time to put your shoes on, bust a move and move on. Show me what you got and see if we've been being too gone, yeah.
First man.